Hello YouTube, this is Tammy Pie and I'm back with another video. I'm here today with a deck that I didn't buy. This is a deck that was given to me and I am thrilled with it. This is not exactly a first impression. It is kind of I knew this was around, I saw some people using it, but you can't have all the things. So you don't go out and get every little thing. Especially, I've had Monstero. I have a couple of kind of like Playful Heart and my Wisdom of Pooh Tarot. A couple other ones that are kind of childlike art, and I didn't want to have too many of those in my collection. But this was gifted to me, so yay. I took a little look at this book because I was interested in what was going on with the quartz. This art style is very simple, which there are advantages to that. And love the blue. Might even edge it in blue. So with a very simple artwork, the main advantage, in my opinion, is that it leaves you a lot of space to decide what you see when you see this bird, right? You can go with very RWS. It's a guy on a cliff about to jump off. He's got the little leaf that looks like a bag. Or you can look at the little symbols that are there. What does a bird do with a leaf? It builds a nest. So that is kind of, it is a little bit starting off energy, right? The bird is pink. We have ocean right here. I don't know. I think that some decks leave you a little more space. Here we have the magician is kind of this kind of octopus looking thing, but he's only got 4 arms. And there's the leaf again. So if we were doing a reading, those 2 leaves might be leading somewhere. Also leaves on the wand. Here we have the priestess, which as soon as I saw this, I thought Nessie, Loch Ness Monster. Here's the Empress on a little mushroom. And you got these cherries here, which I thought was interesting. There's the Earth. Emperor is a ram with mountains behind. I like it. Hierophant. So I don't think snake, I think worm. Bigger worm, little worms. And he's wearing kind of a Gandalf hat, so that's cool. The lovers are these cute little, oh my God, kind of lumpy people with horns. I mean, there are endless ways you could go with this because of the space that's left to think, right? All right, I'm going to come back to this because I have laundry to finish. All right, not quite done. All right, so, and they're headed for what could either be a sunset or a sunrise. Also, once again, space to think. Okay, I was one of those kids that could never ride roller skates. A skateboard was absolutely out of the question for me. So this actually really works for me as that finding your feet control, the pulling together control of the chariot in order to get down the road. The lion here, really cute, really sweet little lion with daisies, and then his tail is on fire. What is going to happen when a lion's tail is on fire? Interesting. Hermit, I'm kind of digging it. The headphones kind of make anyone a hermit anywhere, right? The pencil I thought was an interesting addition, because you want your hermit to be learning something, right? And the candle as the light. I like it. Wheel of Fortune. I like these little wind things going through it as the winds of change. And these hanging things here are symbols that are throughout the deck. So I thought that was interesting that they would do something like that. This could be spring, summer, fall, winter, okay? Justice. It's just cute. I like it. The Hanged Man with a bottle of water. Okay. All right, I gotta do that other. I'll be back. All right, Hanged Man with a water bottle, okay, because the Hanged Man is the water element. You gotta be kidding me. That is so cute. Death as the butterfly. It's just perfect. I even like that this is a green, black, and blue. The very plain color is somehow helpful in these. It's a very calm feeling, right? This kind of worm angel. I'm here for it. You've got the land, the stream, and the sky. Somehow the worm is touching everything, and still you have your little bartender mixing drink thing. Yeah. Devil, even though it's a single figure, it still gives you that chained up, even, with the two flames. I can work with this. Absolutely. The tower, very interesting. Okay, the tower looks fine until it's got this hole in the middle of it. There are no falling figures, but you have those flames along the side. You even have this, I forget what's the Hebrew thing that they're always yammering on about in the Golden Dawn. All right, the star. Yeah, perfect. You got 7 stars and the main North Star, and then you got little guys looking up for hope and direction. The moon with a little cloud across it. I personally am a big fan of just star, moon, and sun cards that are just that. And I don't mind a face in them, but this is a really nice little trio here. The luminaries as just themselves. Very interesting judgment. My ex-husband used to tell me that I slept so hard I would sleep through the second coming. So interesting that the alarm clock is there. We got the world here, and it's just the world. And we got leaves. Yeah. Yes. Perfect. Goes with the luminaries. Yeah. Here, now I found these, the small suits to be kind of telling a story almost. And I like when a deck does that. There are a few decks that do that. They tend to be pip decks where you're going from one to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And it's a little bit the same characters till we get to the now the courts are similar but not exactly the same. So all the pages are these little dot guys. All the knights have these antlers suggesting aggression, I think. All the queens are unicorns, suggesting magic. And all the kings are dragons, right? So dragons are kind of top of the food chain in your magical creatures, right? So this deck is going to get out of order. I don't know why. I keep trying to keep it in order. All right. So here we got an ace. I love this ace. Aces of cups are many times one of my favorite aces. I like the ace of cups and I like the ace of discs. Perfect. Great. Popcorn in a movie. Okay. A little unusual, right? But yeah. 5. Yes. 6. Adorable. 7. There's nothing in there, but he's obviously trying to decide, which is cool. 8. 9. That's interesting, isn't it? I think so. And I love the 10. I love the little rainbow. There's your page dot. The little horns. Your knight with the antlers. Your magical unicorn. Unicorn of cups, dragon of cups. I mean, I'm going to have a hard time not calling them that. Ace of swords. 2, 3, 4. Aw. 5. Aw. 6. 7. Interesting 7, isn't it? It's a little different. 8. Cute. 9. You can get it. 10. Got it. Sunrise in the air, in the background. There's our dot. Dot of swords. Antler of swords. Unicorn of swords. Dragon of swords. I mean, that's just the way it's going to go for me in my brain. Ace. 2. Perfect. 3. Very nice. 4. Yep. 5. Yeah. 6. I like it. Somebody was talking about how certain kinds of 6s of pentacles they don't love. And I don't know, I guess my head just always goes to that 6 of pentacles in the Thoth deck, which is success. So when you're successful, you can give to others. You should give to others. 7. 8. Cute. 9. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles is always a key card for me, and this works. No bird. But I mean, she's a little ghosty lady. And she could be a snail without the shell. No, she's not. 10. Dot, adorable. Antler. Unicorn, cute. And dragon. All right? So let's do a little shuffle and see how this cardstock is. I haven't shuffled yet. I like it. It's thin enough that it riffles and bridges quite easily. Slippery enough, I can tell that you're going to get a nice smooth, and I love, you know me, I love it. Okay? So let's lay a little reading out. My youngest son, John, has been here visiting. He got his yearly vacation and decided to come visit me for a couple of weeks. And we've been running around doing all the things, plus my normal everyday, trying to keep things together for the kids. And so we've gone and done some really fun stuff with some fun touristy stuff. We went and swam with the manta rays. For Mother's Day, the big kids, the Hawaiians, took me to a restaurant called Manta, which is out at the Mauna Kea Resort, which was super fancy. That was awesome. And then yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before, we went to Volcano and did all the volcano stuff. We went to South Point, which is the southernmost place in the Kingdom of Hawaii. And the water is like really amazing. There's a place where you can jump off a cliff. I took a bunch of videos, so I'll put the vlog at the end of this because this isn't going to be very long. So I was with my mom and my son, and we just had a really good time. Oh, there you go. There it is. We left early. We hung out together. And it was dreamy. It really was. I got to do some hiking. My mom was really good the whole time, even though she's getting up there. She's 83 and she's got a little tricky hip. But my son was really helpful, and we had a good meal at the end of it. And just a good time was had by all. And then the volcano started going off again today, and I don't have time because I got to do all this catch-up work, and my son's going to leave tomorrow, so I want to be with him. But oh well. There's lots of volcanic activity to see, and this is everybody's tarot, and it's a delight. Thank you again, Nancy, and stay tuned for the vlog. South Point volcano, the petroglyphs I went and saw. Yeah, check it out. And thank you for coming. the rainforest at Volcano. I'm walking back up to the lava tube because there was no parking right next to it. So I'm having to walk up the road, but as long as there are no cars, you can hear the Hawaiian birds. So this is the trail down to the Thurston lava tube. It's quite the downhill trek. Hope my mom is okay. I went and parked while they started down the hill already. I can hear them up there. Very rainforesty.
We need those.
Here we go.
Because the lights are on.
Beep, beep,
But
beep,
it's not
beep,
way
beep.
right.
Oh my God. So far.
Cool down there, huh?
Oh yeah. I mean, if I was a real life dwarf, I would definitely be living here.
I can just stay down here instead of walking out.
Ah. This is one of the trails near the Thurston lava tube called the Iki Overlook. The lava tube is a super popular place, so a lot of people on the trail, but it's still pretty fun to walk through the rainforest and hear the birds. It's been a rainy day, so the wildlife is really active. So here's the overlook. And there beyond that tree you can see the volcano, the steam coming out of the caldera at Kilauea. And there's the Iki flow. It's pretty breathtaking. Trying to kind of walk fast because I had to leave my mom back there. She can't really walk through these trails. But fortunately, my son is tired of walking around with me, so he stayed with her. hopefully, I'm hoping that this trail comes out kind of close to where the park, where I parked the car. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to take another big ol' long hike to go get the car. But yeah, I think it is.